I think I'm really about to come up with Krill Rap. Like, instead of drill, it's Krill, because it's made from balling on the open seas with like niggas like John McCoffey, right, on Wax Chain, or we're whale making. It's gonna be a lot of Krill rappers, niggas from Wales, fucking whale. Dude, Wax Chain, dude, is where they make whales. It's just the trick is just right how you time moving the liquidity around so that you can get it onto other platforms, right? Like a pirate, like a swashbuckler, missing one with an eye patch or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you see another platform you want to get on there. How do you get some of this liquidity from Wax Chain? Right, because you're a proprietor, you're now like you utter whale. You're like a fucking whale, but you know what I'm saying. In one platform though, if you stretched out to different platforms, now you're just whale. Then you just move the liquidity into an account and just managed from like a position on a what's it called? A basket of currencies, right? Like a basket of currencies on. They got websites like OpenSea, all right? OpenSea. In the NFTs, because NFTs is just a technology way to pull liquidity toward any market, a market that exists only in your mind. You can set it up very cheaply and have it running like have digital ecosystems that are using interoperable currencies for the Internet of Things on low power internet devices that talks to other machines and doesn't even do commerce with people, as you know, it does it privately, right? Well, I mean, you can tokenize a narrative. You could just, you know what I'm saying? You could just see this like there is no new venue for taxation that did not come from some interest outside of or not totally absorbed by the desire to make capital gain. That's where you come up with the venue. The venue is the new marketplace where all the tax revenue comes from. And it has to come from something that somebody thought was an activity that was never going to blow up, was never going to be worth anything. It's a niche group of novelty people likes to tinker with something, right? It's a token-backed economy that is no real potential for making any loot. You know what I mean? It's just that it won't die. Like the simple fact that it operates as a tradable asset on any exchange, that where you can perceive it being around for the short term, midterm, or long term. If only it exists for a week, they'll allow you to place an order and cash out of it and close it, shut it all down. It's still an asset. It's still an asset. It's only not an asset when you don't execute on those ramps. If you don't move or change the liquidity into another form of liquidity for the purpose, then it would be defeated. Then there would be no motivation to doing it. It doesn't have to be to make money. The thing is, like, people start companies, sell them for a little bit of money to people that expand those companies or turn it into billion dollar corporation, like billions. Like, the people that start it are still poor. So I mean, basically what we're just trying to do is get a little free ride, you know, just a free ride. That's all. And the way to get a free ride is to find out what that next new thing, big thing is going to be. Only thing is that next big thing, right? Everybody could be looking right at it and they're just not willing to dust it off. They're just not willing to. They don't have to be. It's like it's not for everybody. Something that, you know what I mean. What the mainstream is doing is chasing after the liquidity spigot. Unfortunately, you know, it's that you gotta pull it toward your market. You don't go after the liquidity spigot, try to set up and try to, that the CIA. You know what I'm saying? They will fuck you if you try to come up the same way that they come up. Right? I don't want to try. I don't want to test it. But if you even say cut a new lane or something like that, then forever how long that they need you to help them to make this shit popular, then they are, you know what I'm saying, they can make you rich, right? So, I mean, it's not to the point of getting rich. It's usually something that you're trying to do to escape. Fuck. You're trying to take just a niche group of people, just the people that you delegate that are up on whatever it is that you're trying to do, that you need to communicate with. You need a platform where the CIA can't peep in looking, right? Because they are just trying to horizontally integrate themselves, and, you know, they're trying to like horizontal and vertically box out. You know, they're just trying to, what they're doing is criminal. They're not supposed to be doing that in the United States. They're supposed to go elsewhere and do that shit. But never here. That would be illegal. You know what I mean? If they're just doing that in other places in the world, then they might actually be doing some good. Okay. Then I kind of hope my brother, they didn't let him work for them. I kind of hope that they found some reason that he was unfit. You know? What do you make of all that shit? Because, you know, my brother's in the Navy. He's a career. He's been in the Navy for fucking 100 years. Anyways.